fact that you are here to worship Almighty God with us. And on behalf of the session, it is my joy to welcome each one of you and to thank you for being a very special part of our worship service on this, the Lord's Day. I invite those sitting on the inside row to find there this maroon folder. Inside is our fellowship pad. Take a moment to sign that and pass it on to the other good folks that are sitting there with you. As it comes back to you in the pew, please note those names and greet each other in a personal way at the end of our service. We welcome our visitors this morning, and it's a great help as you sign the fellowship pad. If you might take a moment to share a phone number or an address, email address, some way we might get out in touch with you to affirm the fact that you did worship with us this morning. And a very special welcome to those worshiping with us today and seeking a church home in this community. We'd be honored to explore that possibility with you. There's a place to indicate that desire on the fellowship pad, or feel free to speak with me or one of the elders at the end of the worship service this morning. When the session met in November, it was the joy to meet with a couple who had expressed that desire to join this church. And at this time, it's my joy to invite Bruce and Carolyn Warheist to stand where they're seated over here. I've got their new member packet. I think they've already picked up their offering envelopes for 2020. So it's good to know that they're getting involved with this congregation. I'll invite them to stand with me at the door when we leave this morning. But welcome, Bruce. Good to see you. Carolyn, God bless you. There's your membership packet. I'm looking forward to working with you. We have two inserts in today's bulletin. One has the choir's anthem on one side, and on the other side you will see the words for the doxology we're using during Advent. Familiar words with familiar tune, but today we're going to have that handy right after we collect the offering this morning to share in singing of the doxology. The other insert is a reminder that coming up a week from tomorrow, on Monday, December the 30th, we will have a blood drive, a Red Cross blood drive, sponsored by our church and hosted in our fellowship hall in the afternoon. There's information about making a reservation to donate that special gift at this time of the year. If you'd like to go ahead and make that reservation, use that insert to get in touch with the Red Cross. We collect the Christmas Joy offering today. We've had some inserts in our bulletins and in our newsletter. The children have coin boxes and they've been collecting coins in. There are special envelopes available in the pew racks, so I hope that you will give generously to this offering. It goes to help past leaders in the church, present leaders in the church, and future leaders in the church. As part of it does go to the minority colleges sponsored by the Presbyterian Church USA. So hoping you will give generously. If you didn't come prepared to give today, carry this envelope home with you and bring it back with you on Christmas Eve or next Sunday. But do give generously to the Christmas Joy offering. We thank those who provided these glorious poinsettias that grace our sanctuary during Advent. There's a listing of the folks out on the table. Folks, some will give it in memory of folks, others in honor of loved ones. Pick up one of those inserts as you leave, if you would like today. On that table, you'll also see the 2020 offering envelopes. If you haven't picked yours up, please do that today. If you want to check and see if you see the names of one of your neighbors there, feel free to get theirs and make sure they get delivered before the first Sunday in the new year. These days, a daily devotional for the first quarter of 2020 can be found on the bench in the narthex, if you'd like to pick up one of those. Also, near the door as you're leaving the narthex, there's a place to sign up to be a greeter on a future Sunday morning. So get involved with sharing the joy of greeting this congregation as they come to worship. Hope you'll remember that next Sunday is a fifth Sunday. As we do throughout the year on the fifth Sunday, we collect for new church development. A special offering here in the life of the Presbytery of Coastal Carolina, so I hope you'll come prepared to give generously on next Sunday, December the 29th, to the new church development offering. Dick Wilson, one of our deacons, shared an announcement during the 8:30 service, reminding folks that coming up this Tuesday night, we will have our Christmas Eve service. And then on the following Tuesday, on December the 31st, our sanctuary will be open from 4 to 6 p.m. for anyone who would like to come for a time of personal prayer. There's no program, no singing. It's just simply an opportunity to gather and thank God for the blessings of this past year and to ask for God's guidance as we go into the new year. And you will also have an opportunity to be anointed at the end of that prayer time if you so choose. So again, the sanctuary is open from 4 to 6 p.m. on Tuesday, December the 31st, New Year's Eve. Are there other announcements that need to be shared at this time? Hearing no particular ones, I would invite you to take your bulletin and note there the responsive line for the lighting of the Advent wreath. And we do welcome Mike and Deb Claxton as they come forward to light the wreath. A prayer concern for Deb as her father was enrolled in the church triumphant yesterday. He died under hospice care at Brunswick Rehab, and we appreciate the fact that the Claxtons are where they really wanted to be this morning in worship. But we surrender John Maldonado to God's eternal care. Please respond with the time.
We live and love. As we light the candle of love, we remember
a young woman shall bear a child, and his name shall be Emmanuel, God with us.
We gather to sing your praises and to faithfully await our Savior's promised return. Amen. Our hymn of gathering this morning is number 93. Lift up your heads, ye mighty gates.
Save us from all that ensnares
well. God with us, to forgive us, to transform our old ways into works of grace for this day and for every tomorrow that is a gift from our loving God. In Christ's name, we are forgiven. Amen. Our worship continues with the giving of our tithes and our offerings. Again, today we're encouraged to give generously to the Christmas joy offering. Whatever you give, I pray you would give with the sure knowledge that God's love is in your heart and all that's good within you has come from God's loving hand. And be thankful for this opportunity to return a portion of those good gifts back to God for the work of Jesus Christ. Let us continue to worship with all that we give.